Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most anticipated game we've had yet between the OKC Cream Puffs and the Tokyo Pockys. Now, these two teams have been absolutely killing it, beating everyone that stands in their way so far in the league. These two are finally meeting up again after meeting up, I believe, at the start of week 2, and the last time these two went up head to head, the Puffs won. Currently, the Puffs are on a massive winning streak with 4, and the Team Pocky, after that loss against the Puff, have been winning against the other teams, and so now they are at a 2-game win streak. Right now, this is the Clash of the Titans right now. Starting off on defense side, we got Team Puff with Oro, Mr. Shady Man, Puff, Kunai, and Spider Fist. And on attack, we have Cryptic, Orums, Minecrafter, Tenor, and their captain, Fehaciente, aka Emmy. So starting off, it looks like everyone is just going to be playing what they're comfortable with, what they're good at, with the exception of maybe Oro. I have never really seen Oro on Sova before. I don't know if this is something that they've been practicing and they've just started to pull out now, or this is something that they're experimenting with, which is probably not the smartest thing to do right now. So one thing that I like about Team Pocky is the fact that they have double smokes here. Their smokes is gonna be really, really scary, and it looks like this time around, Team Pocky is putting a bigger emphasis on their defense play, because they have one sentinel, which is not uncommon to see. They do have 2 smokes though, and I believe this is not their first time running the 2 smoke comp, but this is definitely not something that they run too often, and they will run 2 duelists as well. Now, one thing to note here is that the best player probably in the league and the best player in Team Puff, Geo, won't be playing today as he's not free. So this is technically not Team Puff's strongest lineup, but if Team Puff can win here today, then they will make a big statement as to how good they are, because right now they are missing their best player. And so, on paper, looking at the lineups alone, Team Pocky has their best lineup right now. They have been practicing together, since week 1 basically. Whereas Team Puff, they don't have their best player. Plus, they don't have their normal tier 3, which is Nano. And so, looking at it, we should expect Team Pocky to be able to take this one. Regardless, I think it will be a close game. Now, Spider will be tagged. He will just be backing off, smoking hookah and giving up hookah control. Minecrafter will be leading first, looking for Spider, but will not find anything here. Spider will see 1 cross. We'll see 2. We'll see 3. They're all just jumping over him. Okay, he'll peek now. We'll get 1 on Minecrafter, and he's going to go back in hookah. They finally now see him, and they're trying to catch him out. It looks like they won't be able to, but Cryptic will be able to pick off Mr. Shady Man. So now it's down to a 2v4 right here. Oro dies in CT, and now it's all just down to Spider, who's going to get sprayed through. So Team Pocky with a nice start there. I think Spider got a little bit too greedy. He could have gone maybe 1 more kill, but it's hard to say. Of course, hindsight is 50-50. Hindsight is 20-20 rather. That's the saying. But yeah, besides the blunder from me, I think Spider definitely did a little blunder there himself as well. So I think this time around, overall, I think it was a good defense. I think they just didn't rotate fast enough, and also instead of buying time, the players on B decided to go aggressive, which did not pay off for them. Now Minecrafter will lead the charge once again. The Sentinel going in first, which is a really weird sight, but it looks like he will be okay. Cryptic will be pushing alone in shower. He will go with the Phantom, and Orms will be here with the Spectre. So they are force buying here. 3 of their players are force buying at least. Now it looks like Emmy will get out barely with her life, and the rest of the team, Tenor manages to pick off Puff, which is a good start for them, but Bio gets a trade on Orms, and that's one of their gunmen. Oro manages to get Tenor, And so now it's down to a 3v4. Emmy is low. Oro manages to pick off Minecrafter. Cryptic gets 1, gets 2, and gets 3 to close out the round. So even though it looks dicey there, Team Pocky manages to clutch that one out with Cryptic and Emmy holding the post plant down. I think Team Puff can't be too upset about that. They definitely did make that round expensive, and since Team Pocky forced bot there, they still managed to full buy here. But if they were to lose this round, I think their economy will be down the drain, especially with Orums only having 200 now, whereas Team Puff will be able to full buy, although it looks like Spider is saving up. So he is not going to go for a full buy, instead only going for that stinger. Now, they will see Minecrafter here, but they don't know if there's any more. Cryptic will once again push towards Shower, but Bio is going to be holding the close angle with a Bucky here. He is going to just set up for it. Puff manages to get one on Minecrafter, finally getting punished for pushing in first. It looks like Puff is not interested in challenging this again, so they are just going to be rotating. Cryptic will be going through the more passive route, while the rest of the team is just going through mid to go hookah, and it looks like they will have mid control for now. Kunai will be the first point of contact here. They are just going to be smoking it out, but once again they don't check this position right here, and Emmy just crosses through, and that's Tenor, and now Kunai will get a nice one there, but only gets one. That's really unfortunate. Emmy manages to trade that one out beautifully, so now it's down to a 3v4. Bio manages to get 1 with the Bucky, gets 2 on Cryptic, and now it's all just down to the captain herself. The captain will push through, will see Oro, but will not be able to punish her, so punish him rather. So Team Puff will be able to take one back here, and now Team Pocky will have their economy pretty much reset. I mean, right now the economy is looking kind of weird because we got 2 players who cannot buy with Orums and Minecrafter, but then you got Emmy and Cryptic with tons of money. So it looks like Emmy is just going to be buying for her teammate here. Although it looks like they are deciding to go for a weird half buy here. They're having a weird economic situation right now. I think they're just going to half buy so that they can full buy next round, whereas Team Puff is going to go for the full buy here. It looks like Tenor wants to challenge this long position. Kunai thought about peeking, will decide to peek. We'll see one, but it looks like Tenor won't be able to punish that. So they are just going to be backing off now. Sorry about that. They are going to be backing off now and just hold a more passive angle. Spider will once again hold the close angle around hookah, and I hope they do check it this time. Looks like Spider will be boosted up though. Minecrafter will once again peek first. Will not find anything. Spider though will get a good one. Will he be able to get the second one? Yes, he is. Unfortunately, he could not get the third one, and Emmy manages to get that one. Ooh, that's an unfortunate reload there, but luckily Tenor manages to trade that one. Gets 2. Let's see if he's going to be ready for Bio here. I don't think he's going to expect Bio to be pushing in, so I think Bio knows where Tenor is coming from. Now they're just waiting. That Sova arrow will not find anything, so Tenor does still have the cover of his smokes. Will peek through, will see Bio, and Bio will see him as well, and looks like Bio will get the better of him. For all of you guys who are not familiar with our community, Mr. Shady Man is Bio, and he's the tier 3 of Team Puff, but right now just popping off on defense, carrying his team. And Puff recently has picked up the duelist role, and I think he's done a pretty good job at it. But that being said, it looks like he's not really showing up yet today. Of course, this is only 4 rounds in, so there's still a lot of rounds to be played, but we do expect to see more from him. But what's more surprising is Minecrafter, who is going to be playing pretty much his last game as a tier 2. He is just not had the best luck, and I think, you know, as a Sentinel, having to push in first, I don't know if that's a team decision or it's just him, you know, being super antsy right now. But yeah, him peeking first has definitely not been working out. Now Cryptic on the other side will peek first, but Bio will be able to get that one. Will drop down the ults momentarily, and this will push Team Pocky back. Although it looks like Emmy is going to counter with her own ult on Heaven, but it looks like they won't be able to find anything. Emmy sees one, but Minecrafter will have her back. She's going to be detained though, and it looks like they are just going to be able to finish them off. I think they know that there's one more detained here with Orms, but it looks like Orms will be okay. So now it's all just down to Orms and Minecrafter here. Minecrafter will be able to get one on Kunai, will expect Oro, but will not be able to shoot him down. So now Orms will be in a 1v2. Orms will get Spider, but will not expect Oro coming out of U-Haul. So Oro clutching it out with 3 rounds there for his team, and now giving Team Puff the lead in this game so far. Oro really stepping it up there, and I think the entire Team Puff is starting to pick up the pace. I think one thing that Team Pocky loves to do is, you know, to go aggressive, to go really quick, but I think they have dealt with it really well so far. I mean, like shutting Cryptic down, and even though Cryptic still manages to get away with 5 kills, the fact that he hasn't really been able to get through Shower is a very beautiful play from Team Puff. Spider manages to get a really quick peek and kill on Tenor, and I think the team was not ready for that because they weren't able to trade him out. So Arms will be hanging around here as the rest of the team will go towards A. Bio will scout that out. We'll see Cryptic there, and it looks like Cryptic will be backing off, as so will Bio. Emmy drops her infamous smoke there. I think that's a very common Brim smoke. I think it is too fake though, but Spider will check and we'll see that it could be a fake as he encounters Cryptic. Will be able to get Cryptic. That's another untraded kill. Spider is just absolutely making good work of this hookah control. He is showing us exactly how you should play hookah and how you should hold B alone. I think Spider hears lots of people long, and so he's just going to be stepping back. He is going to smoke it off. Now, Team Pocky, what do they want to do here? The teleporter is right next to them. They can go for it, and it looks like they decide to. So they are just going to be rotating quickly towards Shower, but I think Oro will be ready for this. Oro will be greeting them right here. Spider gets yet another one on Minecrafter. Oro gets one on Emmy, and now it's all just down to Orms. Orms gets one. Has his ult, but decides not to pop it, and Oro and Spider, you know, going full house this round, being able to just clean up Team Pocky in a very convincing fashion. And that was a buy round for Team Pocky too. So the fact that they lost that badly on attack, which is their stronger half, that's definitely concerning. And this just shows that, you know, Team Puff is on a league of their own. They are just absolutely killing it. Of course, Team Pocky can still come back to this, but come back in this game. But so far, you know, after losing the first 2 rounds, very impressive comeback from Team Puff right now. Now they are going to be scouting through. Oro will not find anyone right now, and it looks like Team Pocky is just going to be backing off, will not give up any information, so they won't know anything for now. Although Kunai has the very aggressive angle on B long, will be pushing through with the op. And it looks like this slow push is actually hurting Team Pocky. Now Orm sees Kunai, manages to get the headshot there. Cryptic gets a headshot on Oro as well before being traded by Puff. So now Kunai is slow, and this is actually looking pretty good for Team Pocky. And if you're Team Puff, the last thing you want to do is give up a save round, an eco round, because these are rounds that you're supposed to be winning here. Emmy will take the teleporter, and they will all go towards B, or Spider will once again push through, and that's a very bold push there. Kunai will not be able to get anything either. So now, and Tenor manages to get Bio. So not only did they get these rounds, they managed to salvage 2 rifle here. Kunai will peek, will be able to get Emmy here despite having low health, but this is still going to be a very tough retake. Puff will be going in from CT, but it looks like they're not going to be giving him anything. Kunai will be pushing through, will not expect Minecrafter there. Minecrafter will be able to recover the op. Puff manages to get one on Orms, but will he be able to get any more? The time is ticking down. This is a disaster for Team Puff, and overall a very good individual skills from Team Pocky here. Minecrafter will see Puff, will be able to pick him off. So Team Pocky went on a save round, manages to recover an op and a vandal for their team. That's just absolutely phenomenal. If you're Team Pocky, this is definitely the way to come back into this. Man, you can see how good these two teams are. Just as I was complimenting Team Puff, Team Pocky comes back swinging, saying, you know, we can definitely hang with these guys. And it's just absolutely back and forth. Ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely going to have a nail biter here. Now, Team Pocky will be pushing up towards A. This time around, it looks like they decided to stick with a B stack. Kunai manages to get one on Cryptic. It looks like Cryptic going shower is becoming a little bit predictable, and I think Team Puff is punishing that more and more. The rest of the team is going to be stuck here around A. They haven't really committed to anything yet, although it looks like Emmy is getting ready for a lineup here. Now, this is a very good push by Kunai, but it looks like, unfortunately, he's going to miss there, so he's not going to get anything. Tenor manages to get that one. That looked good for Kunai, but Tenor punishing Kunai. And now bringing it back to an even 4v4. They're going for a very slow push here, and I think Team Puff will hear this, so I think they are not buying it. Puff will be rotating back, but Spider Fist will be greeted by so many players there, and it looks like they are going to be rotating over towards the teleporter. Puff will be ready here though. Ooh, will he be able to get this one on Orams? The answer, oh, this is so close. Both players just whiffing, but Emmy on the other side with the op shot. A very clean kill, but Oro manages to trade it. It looks like Emmy is here alone. Oh, she has the backup of Minecrafter here, so they will get the plant down. Oro and Puff will have to retake this. Now, Oro manages to get a good peek there, managing to punish Minecrafter. Emmy is stuck on site, will not expect Puff behind her. So now it's all just down to Orams, and Orams unfortunately could not stop Oro, so Oro manages to get that one, and that's a clean retake. It looked good for Team Pocky there. I like the slow push, I like the change of pace, but it looks like Team Puff is just not buying it. Team Puff is reading this really well, and even though Puff did not get the kill there on Orams, he managed to tag them and get them really low, and so Orams at the end there could not clutch it against Oro. So overall, that's a very good play, and I do like how Puff is not just, you know, prematurely rotating all towards A, because if he were to do that and Orams would check that B is clear, I think the rest of the team will you know, follow Orams and go towards B. That's a very good push by Kunai, and Cryptic just can't get anything right now. Nothing is going his way, and you know, you definitely feel sorry for Cryptic there, but I don't think Kunai will want to give him anything at this point. Spider will peek through, will not see anything. I don't think Tenor will be expecting this at all. Tenor will not be ready for this. Spider with the Stinger will be able to kill Tenor and will be able to recover the Vandal. Now Orams tried to trade there but will not find any luck. So it looks like now it's just down to a 3v5 here, and Spider will be holding the aggressive angle here. We'll see Orams but will not be able to punish him. So Orams will be bringing it back to a 3v4 as the rest of the team is rotating. It looks like Oro is just trying to buy his time. He will scout it out. So they will see that there's 3 there. Oro spraying through the smoke will get 1, will get 2 there out of nowhere. So now it's all just down to Orams, and Oro with another 3k. This is his 3rd 3k round, you know, leading the scoreboard at 14. That's just absolutely insane. I mean, the rest of the lobby are all hovering between 5 to 7 kills, and there's just this Oro who is at 14 kills right now, only getting 3 deaths, which is the least in the lobby as well. This is just an absolutely phenomenal game for him, and you know, not having Gio around definitely hurts, but the fact that Oro can step it up for his team is just, you know, this is exactly why Puff picked him up in the first place. This is why Puff decided to play him in the most important game they've had so far. Cryptic will be pushing through, will be scouted, and it looks like Cryptic will know where Oro is, but will not be able to get Oro. Oro unfortunately will not get any more as Orm shuts him down. Kunai could not get anything with his op shot, so now it's down to a 3v4. Emmy will be pushing through, and with a molly, she will just plant here. Ooh. I think she's having doubts. Kunai will peek, will miss that one. And so does Puff. So even though they managed to deal with Emmy at the end, and Minecrafter as well, closing out the round, the fact that Team Pocky can still get the plant there, that's pretty huge. That does make some economic difference to Team Pocky. So, that's a very uncharacteristic hiccup there from Team Puff, but overall they're still okay. They are already guaranteed to win the half, so I think Team Puff, you know, can go to the next half feeling very confident. And Team Puff is also no joke at their attacking half. I think they are also equally as strong on attack as Pocky. It's just that Team Pocky, their defense, well, it hasn't been bad. It has definitely not been at the level that Team Puffs has, so we have to see something phenomenal from them. But I mean, if someone like Oro can do it, they definitely can do it as well. Now Puff peeks out, will be able to get one, but will get greedy and will be punished by Minecrafter here. So now it's down to a 4v4. Oro and Bio will be holding a passive angle in the back, will get mollied out by Emmy there, so they know where they might be. Oro, it looks like he does not want to peek this, will peek quickly, will not be able to see anything. Emmy will peek through, will be able to get Mr. Shady Man there, but she will be sprayed through. Now Orms will be pushing but will not be able to get Oro, and Oro gets one kill with the shock dart as well. Kunai gets one before traded out by Minecrafter, but Oro once again with a 3-kill round. Man, this guy is just being absolutely consistent right now, getting, you know, 3 players before going down each round, and it's just crazy what he can do with the Sova. You know, looking at this lobby, looking at all the players right now, the one pick that stood out to me was the Sova, and we questioned it in the beginning whether, you know, this is just something experimental, because I have never seen Oro play Sova before, and for him to not only play it, but playing it at this caliber of a level against a team like the Pockys, oh my gosh, this is definitely something that Team Pocky will have to be aware of coming into the games in the future. Kunai will be holding a off angle here, boosting himself up to the truck, but will not see anything. Now question is, who wants to peek first? It looks like Orms will be the first to peek. Oh, Kunai will be overwhelmed, and that's a very good coordinated peek there by Team Pocky. Kunai manages to still get one though with his knives. It looks like Kunai will be backing off. Puff manages to get one on Emmy with the op. Right now, Team Pocky just has no answer for the op whatsoever. Kunai pushes up, will be able to get Minecrafter. Cryptic will trade it out though on Oro. Manages to get 2 there. But Puff will hold heaven, will drop down. Bio gets one on Tenor. And so now it's all just down to Cryptic. And unfortunately, Cryptic will not be able to close it out there, despite the very good effort with the 3 kills. So this half will close with a 9-3 lead for Team Puff, an overall very impressive half for Team Puff. And if you're Team Pocky, you definitely need to start picking it up right now. Of course, with 2 smoke agents, this is definitely very doable, and it looks like this time around they are going to decide to stack the smokes all on A. No, it looks like Emmy is going to be rotating, so they are just going to be smoking off all sites, I believe. And question is, do they want to save their smokes for later, or are they just going to open up with the smokes? It looks like Emmy is getting ready, so they are just going to buy time in the beginning, and I do like that. Team Puff has been known to be the rushing type of team. And so if they can just drop their smokes down, hopefully it will slow down Team Puff. Looks like Puff wants to just go super aggressive here though. Will push through, will not see anyone. Looks like Kunai will be going through U-Haul. Minecrafter will be able to pick him off, but Tenor, Spider will be able to trade it out. Tenor manages to get one as well, and now it's down to a 3v4, make it a 3v3 as Oro and Puff will be able to pick one off each. Tenor manages to trade one out, so now it's all just down to Tenor and Cryptic, but it looks like that's more than enough as Tenor manages to get 3 there. Cryptic manages to get 1 to help out his team, and Team Pocky gets the start that they need in this half of the pistol round. Now leading into the second round, question is, do they want to force? And it looks like yes, they are going to force here again. So hopefully they secure themselves this round. And it looks like Team Puff will be going over towards the B site this time around. Now, one thing that I do like about the 2 smoke setup plus the Sentinel in Cypher is that, you know, Team Puff will not be able to get map control this game, or they are going to have to fight very hard, because look at Orm's position, pushing up shower immediately, and they have everywhere else smoked or covered by Cypher cams. So Team Pocky is not giving anything up right now. Kunai has a forward push here, but it looks like he doesn't want to go any further. Spider manages to open up with one nice kill on Orms, and Orms is someone who had the Spectre, I believe, so that's a very good start for Team Puff. And now it looks like Spider will pick yet another one, but Cryptic, holding on his own, will be able to only pick one off before getting killed by Oro. Oh no, so it looks like Team Pocky might fumble this eco round right here. Minecrafter manages to get one at least on Puff, so that's a good start. It's still a 2v3. They do still have the man disadvantage, and with Killjoy, retaking bomb sites will be very tough. Kunai will be on the flank here, so he's going to peek through. We'll see Minecrafter. It looks like he decides not to shoot. Oh, will shoot now. Question is, will he be able to pick him off? And yeah, Minecrafter just fumbling it once again with the Phantom there, and it looks like Emmy will not be able to get anything either. So Team Puff, not only do they win an eco round, they managed to recover one Phantom and salvage 2 Spectres there. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what Team Pocky wanted to avoid, and because they forced last round, they are not able to full buy this round, and so they're going for a force here, but I don't know if I like the force, because if they lose this, they are almost guaranteed to give away the 12th round, and if they give away the 12th round, I think Team Pocky will have to pull off a miracle to come back into this. Cryptic will be holding a aggressive side. Okay, it looks like he is just going to be backing off here, and I think they know that he did force. Okay, this is all down to Cryptic here. Will he be able to get anything there? The answer is no. He did tag Oro to very, very low with 1 health. All they have to do is just spray through this, but it looks like they won't be able to pick him off. Instead, Bio manages to get one before getting traded by Cryptic. Kunai charges through, but will get punished by Minecrafter. So Team Pocky, it looks like so far the force has been paying out for them. With this aggressive push by Tenor, they know that this is still a B push, and despite, you know, Team Puff trying to fake it, it looks like Team Pocky will not fall for it, and Cryptic will be able to get one on Spider. So now it's all just down to Oro and Puff, who will decide to just rotate over here. It looks like Puff is not going to be taking the teleporter. So now they have a weird split, but funnily enough, Tenor decides to take the teleporter here. So I think they are just going to regroup and go for the retake altogether. Puff will use his eye right now, so he will be out of blinds. So I think this should be a pretty easy retake here from Team Pocky, especially since the Puffs don't have the Killjoy alive anymore. Tenor will blind, ooh, but Puff manages to get one though, and that's all he's going to get. So Minecrafter will be able to close out Oro. Tenor will shut down Puff, and it looks like, yeah, the force round has paid off for Team Pocky. That's definitely a huge risk right there, but for them to take that risk and, you know, have it pay off, they definitely do trust in their skills. Now this is going to be the first round and a half where both teams will more or less get a full buy. Both teams will have one player that will not be able to full buy here, but it looks like both teams are content with a forced buy. Although it looks like Puff and Spider is going to go on a more conventional route, so they are looking to buy next round, whereas Team Pocky is pretty much going all in here, so they have to win this round to give them a chance to come back in this game. Kunai will be pushing up first, and Cryptic will once again hold the aggressive angle. Emmy will smoke it out, but it looks like Cryptic is going to be here to stay. Now finally backing off. Kunai is not interested in pushing this. Question is, does Puff want to push in first, or will go ahead and get an aggressive control off long? Now, looks like they did call Orams. I think Team Pocky is sensing that this is going to be a B push. They hear some shots. Kunai will be peeking through first. I think they know that Oro is going to be long, but Cryptic is not going to be ready for it. So Oro will be peeking this, but it looks like Cryptic will get the better of Oro. So, you know, despite looking scary for Cryptic, it looks like they're going to be fine. Bio will get tagged through, and once again, the Omen will get an aggressive push here. Oh wait, this is Spider. So Spider will see that A is pretty empty. He will fire some shots and Tenor will hear that. So they are just going to be smoking it through. Oh no. It looks like Team Puff has outplayed Team Pocky here. And Team Pocky going with the early rotate. And now they are going to have to play the retake. And Spider manages to get Cryptic off guard. So now it's going to be a 4v4 retake. Emmy manages to open up with one before being traded by Puff. Kunai gets one on Orams, but will be traded by Minecrafter. So all said and done, it is going to be down to a 2v2. Now Tenor did see Spider, but will not be able to get it. And now it's all just down to Minecrafter. Minecrafter knows where one of them is, but he will be smoked off now. Puff will be holding elbow. So now this is going to be a pretty tough retake here for Minecrafter. He is going to tap the bomb, will peek, we'll see Spider there, but will not be able to get anything. Ooh, gets one on Puff though. He will have to stick the plant now, and it looks like he is just going to be sprayed through. I think both players will die here, but overall a very good round for Team Puff. So far the rounds have been going back and forth, but if you're Team Pocky, you can't have that because you don't have the same cushion like Team Puff does. And if you're Team Puff, you are content with this because you know, speaking of economy as well, Team Puff will be able to full buy here, whereas Team Pocky, it looks like they are just going to go with this eternal force buy. I don't think they have any plans of saving right now, and so if they continue this, they will not have a full buy next round. Although it looks like they are just going to go for the half buy here. Okay, so they will have a full buy next round. So both teams, well, Team Puff has to win this one, but if Team Puff does win this one, then both teams will have a full buy next round. But it looks like Team Pocky will not allow that to happen as Minecrafter manages to get one really clean pick there on Kunai. Kunai so far has been just dashing through U-Haul, and it looks like it has been punished, although Puff will be able to recover the man advantage. But it looks like it's not for long as Minecrafter will be able to trade him out and Cryptic will be able to get that one. So now it's down to a 3v2, but the man on fire is still alive. Now this is a very interesting situation that we have here. Spider will check for Cryptic but will not find anything. Now Oro and Spider will be pushing towards B, and I think they know it's going to be a B push. So the rest of Team Pocky will be gathering together and rotating here. Now, what I do want to see is for Minecrafter to play this slow and wait for his team to arrive. Looks like Spider wants to push this one. I think he will get punished by Minecrafter soon. I think Minecrafter is ready for it. Will hear Spider here. So he's going to peek through. Oh, unfortunately, he could not get Spider Fist. And Cryptic gets caught out. So now it's down to a 2v2 between Emmy and Cryptic versus Oro and Spider. Emmy will push out. Will be able to get that one. But it looks like Spider will trade it out on Oro. So now it's all just down to Minecrafter. And Minecrafter manages to clutch it out for his team. So now it is an 11-6 half, and once again the round goes back to Team Pocky. Now, because Team Pocky won this one, Team Puff will have to go for either a force or a save round here, as only one player will be able to get a full buy. Whereas on the other side, Team Pocky manages to get the full buy, and all of them, maybe except for Emmy, will be able to buy all of their utility as well. Oh, it looks like Tenor is pulling out the big gun here with the Odin right now. And it looks like Team Puff, on the other hand, will go for a half buy here. They will go for the armor, but will stick to pistols for this round, except for Puff. But they will be able to full buy next round. Cryptic will be pushing first. Ooh. Okay, I thought he was on attack there for a second, seeing Emmy, but it looks like he is just backing off. So I got juked a little bit there. But it looks like instead the attack will be on towards A. Orms will be holding triple boxes here. Will not see Puff and will not be interested in checking either. Oh, now Orms' position has been revealed. Puff will be pushing through. Orms will see 2, but will not be able to get much here. Now Puff will be pushing. Minecrafter manages to get 2 near the U-Haul area. Orms gets 1 on Puff. And it looks like Kunai will be punished. Minecrafter finally showing up. So now it's all just down to the flank. Of course, it looks like Team Pocky will not be ready for this flank. So hopefully Spider can get 1 or 2 clean kills here. Because, you know, they're not at 12 yet. So Team Pocky does have some room, albeit very small, to work around. Looks like none of them spot Spider, so Spider is in a very good position here. He doesn't have the gun to deal with it, and it looks like Minecrafter will close it out with 4 kills there. So Minecrafter, despite a slow start, will pick it up and will top frag here. And as you can see, this is the reason why Minecrafter will be a tier 1, you know, starting from the next half of the season. I think so far he has just been playing absolutely phenomenally, but this match, to give you guys a context of how stacked this game is, all 5 players, the top 5 players in terms of KDA are all playing in this game. You know, number 1 right now, well, actually, besides the number 1 in Geo is currently not playing, but number 2 is Minecrafter, aka Weeb, number 3 is Cryptic, number 4 is Puff, and number 5 is Emmy. And you can see that they are all playing really, really well right now. Kunai will be pushing through, but will be smoked off. Double smokes there by Emmy to lock Team Puff in to this garden position. And it looks like they are happy to give garden up. Emmy will be the first point of contact here. Question is, do they want to push through this? And it looks like they are going to be taking the teleporter. But I think Bio putting this Killjoy ult does give it away. Now, Cryptic though in a very, very good flank position here. Oro will be peeking through, will know where Orms is, and Orms will get caught out. But it looks like Tenor stays here and it will be paying off. Minecrafter manages to get 1 on Oro as well. Kunai does pick off Emmy there, but Tenor will get 3k and will know where Kunai is, so it's all just down to Kunai in a 1v4, and it looks like Team Pocky's comeback is becoming more convincing by the minute. Cryptic manages to shut down Kunai, and I think Team Pocky is just feeling the groove now, managing to get 3 rounds in a row. And all they need is just 3 more rounds in order to bring this game back to even. And if you're Team Puff, you just need 2 more rounds. You don't want to rush these. And I do like you know, the fact that Team Puff is going for another save. They do have some rounds that they can give up. It's better to go for, you know, a full save round to be able to buy you know, full guns, rather than going for forced buys and hoping that it'll work, because Team Pocky is not the team that will drop forced buys or eco rounds very often. Cryptic will be spotted here, and it looks like he is just going to be backing off on site. They are going to be rushing through, but will meet the hands of Tenor and his Odin, crushing it so far, and now halting Team Puff in its tracks. I mean, you think the smokes would stop him, but it looks like Tenor has other ideas. Minecrafter will be able to pick off Kunai, so that surprise factor from Team Puff is now gone. And now it's all just down to Oro and Bio here. They are going to be rotating. Of course, this is a safe round, so we do expect Team Pocky to win, but for Team Pocky to win in this fashion, man, they're feeling good right now. And it looks like, you know, with this win, they should have enough money to buy for the rest of the game. So Team Puff right now, they're definitely not out of the woods yet, despite looking really good. Now, Tenor will just spray him through, and it looks like Cryptic wants a kill for himself as well, padding the KDA. So Mr. Shadyman will get picked, and Tenor with a beautiful 4 rounds with the Odin here. And it looks like the Odin cannot be stopped right now. I don't think they know what to do exactly, but it looks like Oro has had enough with the Odin. He is going to return with an Odin of his own. I don't know what this lobby has become, but I think right now both these teams are going full mental here with the Odin play. The rest of the team is a little bit more sane. They are going to stick with the classic Vandal and Phantom. But now question is, where does Oro want to take this bad boy? And it looks like it is going to go through long here. Tanner is going to be posting up in the same position. Oro will not be pushing this through. The question is, will Oro find the same success as Tanner? I think Tanner right now is in a good position because he won't be smoke off. Yes, maybe Spider can smoke that position off. It's just that he can just reposition, whereas for the attacker, it's a lot harder to push up with the smokes because there's only 2 entryway, and so it's going to be tough, and it looks like Oro will not even find a single shot off, and Tanner will be able to pick him off. Cryptic with 2 nice kills there and the spike, so now Puff and Kunai will have to pull off an insane play, an insane clutch here to be able to bring this back. Now, I don't think they're going to be expecting Cryptic. Cryptic will push through, but will get punished by Puff. Okay, so that's a good start. They still have control of a spike Team Pocky, so Team Puff will have a little bit more to go. Emmy will be watching the long position, and Puff will be pushing through. It looks like he is going to be encountering Tanner. Will be able to get Tanner, but Emmy manages to pick off Kunai there. Peeks again. Will tag Puff down, and Puff will not expect Orms flanking from the back. So Team Pocky managing to string 5 rounds in a row, bringing it to an 11-10, and this is going to be the deciding round here. Tanner will once again go back to his trusty Odin. Man, if you're Team Pocky, you are so happy with Tanner's performance right now because he has had a slow start, but right now he's just, you know, absolutely killing it here on the defensive half. And I think the 2 smoke play with the Cypher is just confusing Team Puff. It looks like Team Puff has no answers now. I think Team Puff before won because Team Pocky did not have a good full round buy and Cryptic went too aggressive, but it looks like now Cryptic has dialed it back on his aggression, and it has been working really well. You know, if you can see here, Team Pocky is just giving Team Puff pretty much their entire half of their site for free. So Team Puff has this like false sense of security where they feel like they have, you know, a lot of map controls when actually they don't, because it's so hard for Team Puff to get sight, and even when they get sight, the retake just happens so quickly. Now look at Cryptic here. Cryptic is just, you know, pulling off what he did against Team Pudding, and this is why Team Pocky found success against that team. Now Team Pocky definitely knows what's going on. Cryptic will get one, unfortunately will not be able to get any more, so it looks like the rest of Team Puff will be rotating here, but I think the rest of the team is ready. Tanner will anchor down in position with his Odin, and I think this is going to be another bloodbath here. Now he is going to be pushing through. Oh, will they be expecting this? Now, it looks like Tanner will get punished by Puff. Puff with 3 kills. Okay, the team captain stepping it up, saying no to this Team Pocky run right here. It looks like they want to halt it. Spider manages to get 1 as well, so now it's all just down to Minecrafter. Minecrafter will be pushed through, but it looks like he will be able to get 1. Baya will be able to shoot through the smoke and catch Minecrafter off guard though. So finally, after giving up 5 rounds in a row, they will be able to bring it to a 12th round. Now, you know, as someone watching this, all I want right now is just an overtime, because I think a game of this caliber deserves an overtime scoreline, and I think Team Pocky definitely have what it takes. They do still have the buy here. It looks like 1 Odin is not enough, so heck it, let's go for 3. That's what Team Pocky is going with right now, and it looks like Oro has given up with the Odin play. So now this is gonna be Odin galore right here. Will Team Puff be ready for this? One thing about the Odin is that it takes a while to, you know, fire, and so if the Vandal can catch him out sleeping, then they will have a good shot here. Oh, question is, will Orms be ready here? They know where he is. Oh, Orms will be able to still get Kunai despite Kunai having to jump on Orms. I definitely do expect Orms to die there, but the fact that Orms now has shower control, oh, this is not looking good. Cryptic manages to get punished once again, this time by Shady Man, and it looks like Minecrafter is not willing to give up this control though. Minecrafter will get a very good tripwire combo there. Orms gets 1 on Puff, and so now it's all just down to Spider, who will be shot down by Orms, and now it's all just down to Oro here. Oro will have the Vandal, but I think he's not going to be able to do anything here. Of course, Team Pocky did drop down one of their Odins, but they still have enough money to buy all Odins next round if they wanted to. So now Oro will be looking. But what's, heartbreaking for Team Puff is the fact that they don't have money. So they are going to have to force buy next round, and they're going to be in this wonky buy. So I think an overtime is almost guaranteed here. They are just going to spray Oro through. They know exactly where Oro is, and Oro will not be able to get sight. In the beginning of the season, we called Team Pudding the wall, but I think it looks like right now Team Pocky has claimed that title of being the wall, because the way they hold their sight is just absolutely amazing here. I think this is something that we can all learn even in our solo queue game. This 2 smoke plus sentinel play, plus the fact that they use this Odin, but it's not even just about the Odin. The fact that they are not willing to give up anything whatsoever is very, very good. And I think what other teams try to do is that they try to get too much map control, and while map control is always good, they stretch themselves out really thin, and so they just give up sight. Whereas Team Pocky, yes, they give up almost everything, but they never give up sight. And so because they always have sight control, Emmy will be spotted out here, and Emmy will be pushed. Will still get one, gets two. What the heck? Team Puff should not let that happen, and now Tenor will just be able to spray this down. Emmy, I thought she was just gonna die without anything there, but the fact that she could get two, Tenor gets one here on Puff. And you see what I'm talking about here. Like, they're not willing to give up anything. Sure, they give up hookah. Lots of teams try to control hookah, but because they go too aggressive there, they give up sight instead. Instead, this time around, Team Pocky, tells Team Puff, hey, if you want hookah, if you want short, we'll give it to you. We'll hand it to you on a silver platter, but you don't take our U-Haul, you don't take our sight. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, Team Pocky managed to pull off one of the most exciting comeback that we have seen in the CVL so far, bringing it to overtime. Mind you, this was once a 9-3 half, and so for Team Puff to throw this away, a 9-3 lead away, that's just absolutely frustrating. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are ready for an overtime. Go get some more popcorn, go get some more drink, pause this video, and let's get ready for this overtime play right now. This is the most hyped game so far, and it's just living up to it. Regardless of the outcome, this has been the most exciting game for me to cast so far, and hopefully this is the most exciting game for you guys to watch as well. Whether you guys are playing it or you guys are just watching it as the other teams, this is nothing short of an entertaining game. Spider will take the aggressive push here, will be able to pick Emmy off, but will get traded by Orms. But that's a huge pick, so both teams will lose their smoker. But it looks like I think Team Pocky will have the advantage here. Oh, okay. Kunai tried the Odin play, will only be able to get one though as Cryptic trades him out. I think this is better for Team Pocky here, because Team Pocky will be able to still get the plant down. Oro manages to get two with the Odin though. So now it's all just down to Tenor here. Tenor unfortunately will not get anything with the Odin, so it looks like Team Puff will be able to get the defensive half. And looking at the scoreline, both teams are expected to win on defense here with how good their defense has been. So now Team Puff will be able to get that one. If we are following the scoreline so far, Team Pocky should be able to get this defensive round. So it looks like both teams are on this defensive, I don't know what's the word for it. Both of these teams have a defensive lockdown, and both teams have not figured out how to attack these sites properly yet. I mean, I think Bind is a defensive-sided map, but I don't think it's this defensive-sided. The fact that both teams right now just don't have any answers for either team's defense is just crazy to me. Now, Team Puff can close it out here and extend their lead lead to 5-game win streak if they manage to get this one, but it looks like Emmy and Tenor is not interested in giving that up. Now Emmy will be pushing through. We'll see one. We'll spray through. We'll get two. It looks like she will only get two, so Oro will stop her down, and Bio gets Tenor. Oh, so this is now looking scary now. Cryptic will holding back of sight with the Vandal, will get one there on Oro, will be able to get Bio as well, and cleans it out on Spider. So despite looking scary there, it looks like Cryptic stepping it up and showing us why he was the second pick, or the first pick rather, overall in the CVL draft. And we are back to a second overtime right now. I think the team that, you know, works out the attacking the way to attack the site will be the winning team. It looks like, yeah, we're having a little bit of a deadlock here because both teams can't get anything going on the attack, and it seems like both of these teams are, you know, S-tier defensive teams, but when it comes to their attack, you know, it hasn't looked good at all. Both of these teams are like rocks, you know? They are good at stopping, you know, forces, but they're not good at pushing. Or will be spraying through, will get one, but will be traded out by Orms here. So right now we have to count how many Odins are there. It looks like Minecrafter will be able to get Puff, but Kunai gets one on Emmy while trying to plant. Spider will be pushing through, will get Tenor there. So now it's down to a 2v3. It's all down to Minecrafter and Orms, the infamous duo. Let's see if they can get anything here. Orms will be pushing up towards U-Haul, and Minecrafter gets one before being traded, but it looks like Orms will be able to trade that one out. So now it's the Bow of the Jets. This is the best chance that the attacking team has had so far, but it looks like Kunai shut that down. So once again, the defense prevails, and let's see if they can close it out here with an attacking round. Man, I don't know if you guys are sweating, but I am definitely sweating, and I can assure you guys that all of these players are sweating right now because this is the closest game. This is the most important game for both teams so far. If Pockys win this, they will extend their winning streak to 3, and if Team Puff wins this, they will extend their winning streak to 5. But you know, the fact that Team Puff can get it this close is still a really scary prospect, even if they were to lose this, because Team Puff is not in full strength, mind you, whereas Team Pocky is basically giving the best that they've got so far. Or will be pushing through, we'll see Emmy, and Emmy will get caught out with the Odin, will not be able to get anything there, so that's a good start for Team Puff right there. Oro will scout out, we'll see Cryptic. Question is, does he want to peek this? Looks like they're not interested, and oh my gosh, this is heartbreaking to see if you're Team Pocky, because it looks like Team Pocky has bought the baits, and now Team Puff will push through, will find themselves within a free A bomb site, and this is very uncharacteristic for Team Pocky here. It looks like finally their defense has fallen apart. And it looks like Team Puff does have the massive advantage right now. Spider will go towards Heaven, will be able to pick one off before getting traded by Minecrafter here. Minecrafter and Orms will push through. Puff will get one with the op. Cryptic gets two though out of nowhere. Puff gets that one. Question is, will Puff be ready for Minecrafter? And the answer is no. So now it's all just down to Oro with the flank, and Team Pocky was not ready for that. That, you know, flanked by Oro. Oro single-handedly won that round, and you know, getting that early pick on Emmy means that they didn't have the smokes to stop A site, and they managed to just push A site for free there. So a lapse of defense from Team Pocky, but a very impressive performance by Team Puff. So GG to them and congrats to them with their 5-game win streak.